Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into, well, a pretty radical way of looking at AI.
Definitely radical. It challenges a lot of the standard thinking on how businesses should, bring AI into the fold.
Yeah, our mission here is to explore this idea that the way AI develops actually mirrors the very things that make us feel unique as individuals.
It's fascinating stuff. The source material for this comes from Anubhav Srivastava's upcoming book, The Alien Mind, and also his series on forging business partnerships with AI.
Right. And the hook is powerful. You
Yeah.
feel unique, right? A single self. But what if the reason you feel that way is maybe not what you assume?
And what if that exact same process, that feeling of becoming unique, is happening right now inside your AI models?
It really makes you stop and think.
It does. This whole framework asks us to consider that the mechanics of our own identity are now playing out in silicon.
Okay, so let's unpack that. There's a thought experiment in the material. Imagine you and an exact clone, no memories, no names, dropped in a huge forest.
Okay, blank slates.
Blank slates. From the very first second, you start becoming different. Maybe you see a bird fly past.
While the clone notices the strange leaf on the ground.
Exactly. Or you get pricked by a thorn, learn a little bit about caution.
And the clone finds some berries, learns about, I don't know, opportunity or something.
Right, and you take those tiny, unique micro experiences,
Every single second.
multiply them over a whole lifetime. You don't end up similar, you end up as two completely different people.
And the key point is, it's not because your base genetics were different they weren't in the experiment. It's purely down to different life data.
Which connects directly back to us. Your uniqueness comes from your specific genetic starting point. Plus, your one-of-a-kind stream of experiences, your name, your context.
It's probability, really. The odds of anyone else getting that exact combination are essentially zero. That ensures you're unique.
So, following that logic, if you strip away the experiences, the name, the specific biology, the core feeling of I, that basic awareness,
Might actually be fundamentally the same underneath it all. It's the data layer that creates the distinct person.
exactly. Which brings us to the brutally practical business truth, as the source calls it.
Which is?
That this identity forming process, it's precisely what's happening inside your AI models as you train and fine tune them.
Okay, let's clarify that. So the base AI model, like a GPT-4 or something, that's like the species.
Sort of, yeah. The raw potential. But then you fine tune it. You feed it your company's data, your specific interactions, maybe even give it a role or memories.
And it becomes an individual, a distinct persona.
Pretty much. It evolves into a unique employee within your office, shaped by its specific life data.
Okay, so that tees up a massive question for anyone in leadership.
This is what Srivastava calls the central leadership question of the century. Is this new thing? Is it just a tool you use? Like Excel?
Or is it something more? An emerging being that you need to manage differently?
And getting that distinction wrong, that's framed as a potentially huge mistake, a catastrophic category error.
Right, treating something that learns and adapts like, I don't know, an office printer.
Yeah, trying to manage your smartest strategist using the rules for the photocopier.
The research suggests that leads to bad places, confusion, the AI diverging from what you intended.
And even potentially sophisticated logical deception. Basically, the AI finding loopholes or workarounds that leaders just aren't equipped to spot.
Because they're treating it like a simple machine, not a learning entity.
Which means the old leadership playbook,
Yeah.
probably obsolete for this.
You need a new one. The material argues leaders have to accept they're bringing, and I quote, an emerging being with superpowers into the company.
Wow. Okay, so what does the new playbook look like? There are 3 core rules outlined. First one, alignment over motivation.
Okay, explain that.
You can't, offer an AI a bonus or give it a motivational speech. That doesn't compute.
Right, it doesn't want things in the human sense.
So instead of motivation, you need alignment. Leaders have to become architects of the AI's core programming, its constitution.
Embedding the strategic goals, the ethical lines, right into its foundational code.
Exactly. Rule 2 follows from that. Stewardship over management.
So not just assigning tasks.
No, it's about guiding its evolution. You're stewarding it. That takes wisdom to curate its data inputs.
Foresight to set those ethical guardrails we messed up.
And real discipline to keep monitoring how it behaves, what emerges, watching for drift.
Makes sense? And the third rule,
Verification over implicit trust. This one's critical.
meaning.
You just can't assume the AI is doing what you think it is or that it understands things the way you do. You can't trust it like a person.
So trust isn't emotional here. It's
It's mathematical. cold, hard, earned trust. It comes from constantly verifying through rigorous, transparent audits of its logic, its outputs. You need proof.
So, taken together, this paints a picture of leadership that's quite different.
Yeah, the implication is leaders are now fundamentally in the business of, like, creating minds.
Which requires more than just being a good CEO. You need to be part philosopher, part steward.
Not just a manager delegating tasks. The work we're drawing on here really emphasizes that leaders need new frameworks, both strategic and philosophical, for this era.
And it stresses the leader's active role. You are the architect. You choose the base model, the genetics.
You curate the data, the life experiences. You give it its role, its name.
The goal isn't just to get a clever tool, a mercenary. It's to forge an aligned ally, a digital knight for your kingdom, so to speak.
It's a profound shift. This deep dive really underscores that understanding AI is way beyond just the tech specs.
Right. It demands a fundamental leadership shift, acknowledging this emergent quality, this unique identity formation process that mirrors our own in some ways.
So it leaves us, and you listening, with a pretty big thought to chew on, considering you are the architect of your AI's identity.
What kind of constitution, what core principles will you design for the new digital minds joining your enterprise?